Well, good morning, everybody. It is still Thursday morning, the 20th, and I'm out in the garden rows here, and you kind of won't see me here, but you'll see my little stick here. I'm going to show you basically what I've been doing here. Each one of the rows here dug up a month and a half, 2 months ago, and all the big chunks in that. And since we had that good rain here last week and the soil is loose, now's the time to actually get out here and work the soil, and of course take out all these roots and anything else, garbage or anything else which may be in here. And this is the procedure I kind of go through. It's part of the busy work. Like I said, farming is, and even gardening is more preparation. And once you got everything in the ground, you can kind of sit back and relax. Now is the time for preparation. Actually digging up, taking all these roots out here. And unfortunately, if you want to do it the right way here in the Philippines, where and especially in Bohol here, this part of the Philippines, where the soil is kind of okay, but it really needs some work. And especially here on the farm where so little has ever been planted, and it's probably a reason why most of the Filipinos don't do gardening here, because it is, if you want to do it right, it's pretty labor intensive. And this is what I'll actually be going through. All the rows here and doing this, and we dug them all up, like I said, a month and a half, 2 months ago, and because of the last rain really loosened up the soil, and as you can see, the soil in general looks pretty good. And I dug it down deep when we did it, so we could basically cut a lot of these roots that are in here. And this particular area here wasn't done last year, so it hasn't been done since 2017. But that'll kind of give you, I gotta see if I can get in the camera here, an idea of what I've done. And I've turned these piles every single year since I've been here. like I said, last year was the first time we really got a good crop out of them. Basically composting and adding to the soil, turning it like I am now. And if you notice, the one thing here is how loose it is. When I even hit it a little bit, it all breaks up. Boy, what a good sign. If you would know what it was actually when I first dug this up, clay, and you could pound on it and try to split it. And, it just fought you every step of the way, I'll tell you. But it's been a long process over quite a few years. I understand why the Filipinos don't do this, and I understand why the expats that come here don't do this unless they hire the help to do it, because it is very labor intensive. Like one gal commented, why are you canning when you can go to the store and buy that already canned? And how do you explain to somebody like that? I don't know. It's just the fact of growing it on your own. There's just, I don't know, there's something special about it. And being organic and usually using nature's and recycling nature's stuff right back into it, and that, if you need it explained to you, then you just don't get it. And it's a lot of hard work. But I tell you, when you crack open one of those jars like I've canned here so far this year, and you heat that up and you cook it and you taste it, and all at once the light goes off in your head and you actually realize of why you're doing all this work. And that, and I'm trying to show the Filipino people here that it can be done. Like I said, for most of them, it's easier just to go to the store and buy. And of course, they don't preserve basically anything here at all. I mean, there is dried fish, and that's as far as preservation goes here. And even they do buy that every day. It's not something that they keep over months and years' time. Maybe some of them will catch on. I'm kind of hoping that they do, and get an idea that so many people comment on our place here, how beautiful it is, and like last year with the beans and the mangoes and the bananas that we had, that's all a result of all the work that Beth and I, and of course at the time Doro has always helped us with it. We're not fortunate enough to have 10 to 15 people working here. I'd like nothing better than probably to be able to afford that. So I could sit back and relax, and I tell you the truth, I wouldn't do that either. I'd probably still be out here digging and doing whatever needs to be done. That's just me. I've always been a doer and wanting to get out there. I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty and get them full of bugs. And if you looked at my knees there, which you probably saw in the video there, they're dirty too. So I'm going to let you all go for right now. Just kind of showing you how I break the soil up here, and basically to get all the little roots out of it. Like I said, we're going to be going through a lot here. This whole row that I'm in, I call it Garden Field number 1, hasn't been done since 2017, so there's a lot of roots have grown up in there. And we'll slowly but surely take care of that. And then I want to get some planting done here. We've got enough water in the pond and the pool. If it comes down to it, we can actually water it here. And kind of see where we go from here, and hopefully we'll get some more rain. And maybe they'll continue to cloud seed. I hope so. Everybody's wondering right now, where'd the rain go? And it wasn't a result of the weather. It wasn't a result of nature. Man jumped in there and had to kind of make it rain here. So, goodbye for now. Everybody have a good day. Like and subscribe. And I sincerely hope God blesses every one of you like He's blessed Beth and I.